In the late 22nd century, humanity is beginning to colonize space. Before colony ships arrive, habitation vessels are appointed terraforming missions. The Aurora was one such vessel. During its descent, the Aurora was struck by a mysterious energy pulse, resulting in catastrophic hull failure. A single life pod jettisoned prior to impact. You were in that life pod.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to my next attempt at a Let's Play. We'll see how long this one lasts. If you couldn't tell, the game I'm going to be playing is Subnautica. It is a survival game, but the sort of unique twist on it is that it is an underwater-based one. I mean, the only above surface you really get is in this above the surface of the water is in this life pod here and on the Aurora over there. It's kind of an interesting concept. I've played a lot of it before, but it's been a little bit since I played it. They came out with a new update, I believe, called the Habitat update, which adds more interesting sea base building things to the game, which I haven't actually had a chance to try out yet. And with the anticipation of the next update called Sea Moth, I kind of wanted to give this another shot, and I thought, why not make a Let's Play out of it? Hopefully, I can keep this up. Whoa.
10 seconds of oxygen
And
remaining.
I'm spoiled by my other games where I don't have to breathe quite so much. Hopefully I can get to the surface before I die. And maybe not. Oh, just barely. Just barely. I'm going to have to keep an eye on that. I always forget. But mainly right now what I'm looking for is salt deposits, because my character is currently at about half hunger, and I want to be able to get him back up. That's a sea moth fragment. I'm going to need that to make the sea moth. As of right now, the sea moth is available, but they're adding more features to it based on the habitat update. It's the gist of what I got from what I read about it. I just sort of skimmed.
Emergency. 10 seconds of
I just
oxygen
skimmed
remaining.
the news update on Steam. I didn't really look too in depth. So hopefully we can find some salt here before I die horribly. I don't know what he's doing so close to the spawn zone, because usually they don't have enemies that hurt you near the spawn in the shallow ends of the map here. Some of these fish like these you can't actually get hurt by. They're mostly docile, but the ones that are bigger than you typically are the ones to be worried about. And I'm doing a terrible job at looking for resources here. One of the interesting things about this game is that the resources are finite, or at least that's what I remember. So it can become rather difficult to find resources.
Emergency.
But that does
10
add a
seconds
certain
of
level of
oxygen
tension if you're starting to run out of food and you can't find salt deposits. But there comes a point where it's next to impossible, which, yeah, it could probably be fixed. I mean, for the sake of, otherwise you're just replaying the game over and over again and not really getting anything out of it. And typically going through these tunnels early is a bad idea, because they'll have what they call crashes, and they sort of pop out of plants and just charge at you and then blow up. Not the friendliest of fish in the sea, but they can be dealt with. Sometimes it's just a matter of outswimming them before they blow up. I feel like I'm just swimming around in circles. Oh, there's salt. Yeah, this is what salt looks like. It can be kind of hard to see, but once you start to know what to look for, it becomes easier, like what areas to search for. Now, salt isn't the only thing that you need to survive. You have to use the salt on... Come here. You have to use salt on the fish that you grab, and then that can be made into food. Now, if you haven't played this game before, it's everything that you do to start off with is done within the life pod. like cooking fish, crafting gear, all that sort of thing. The first couple steps in the game involve doing it in this life pod. As you kind of work your way up to building your own sea base, then this thing becomes obsolete, and there's really no point.
New creature discovered.
As you gather new stuff, you get to analyze the creatures. I'm not entirely sure if that's worth doing, but yeah, there's that. Now, that's interesting. Do you not need salt? Okay, cured, and this is new. Before you needed salt to have a cooked fish. Now it's cured. I'm assuming that doing this probably restores more hunger, if I had to guess. But yeah, that's the crafting system right here. This is how you craft resources. Electronics, build more advanced stuff. This is survival-based stuff like water and food. This is gear. There's quite a bit of it, but still not very much. This game is early access, so we can't expect too much out of it. Then there's machines. Grav spears are interesting, but I don't really think they're all that helpful. But yeah, we should probably eat. So this is the PDA, this is your inventory. Everything you pick up is going to end up in here. Your acid mushrooms, you know, everything. The bigger this stuff is, the more space they take up. And I believe... Oh, a journal, that's interesting. I don't know if I've seen that before. Maybe I just didn't bother to look over here. But I believe that there are ways of expanding your inventory, or maybe I could be wrong on that. But anyway, I should eat before I die of hunger. Yeah, so that got me back up to 60%-ish, so that's not too bad. So let's dive back down here and see what else we can find. Actually, just since I was talking about the inventory and the space that certain items require, well, sort of talking about it, I kind of just sped through it. But I'm going to make some titanium out of that scrap metal and save my space. Yeah, because titanium is a very important resource, and we're going to want a lot of that, especially for base building. Silicone is actually pretty useful too. Glass we don't need, it's as it says there.
Zero life signs detected.
I'll let her
Lethal
talk.
Radiation levels detected. The main drive core has malfunctioned. The primary dark matter containment field has dropped to 36% amplitude. Continuing to monitor.
So basically what she's talking about there... Okay, I don't know what the still suit is, but basically what she's talking about there is that the Aurora, the ship that crashed that we came off of, is destabilizing at its core, which means that it's going to go boom, and there's going to be radiation levels over there. And when that happens, then it becomes extremely dangerous to go over there, and we need a radiation suit, as well as probably a sea moth, because swimming over there is a pretty dangerous endeavor. But I'm going to craft a knife here so I have a means of collecting fibers, because we do need those too. And this is the knife. Basically it's just right click to attack. It's not really useful for attacking, but when you go up to like creep vines like this, you get fibers out of it, which are creep vine pieces, which can be very, very useful for... I forget what exactly, but I know I've needed a lot of them before in the past. I know it's not wire. I think it's like a first aid kit or something. But it is necessary to get that stuff. These are air sacs. They're just kind of little... You can make like a thing that expands and takes you to the surface faster with those, but it's not really necessary. I mean, I find just swimming up and holding spacebar does the trick most of the time. And once I build a bigger tank for breathing, then it won't become such a hassle. Now, you may have noticed that it said nighttime is approaching, and it is,
10 seconds
but
of oxygen
that doesn't
remaining.
really mean anything in this game as far as I know, unless they changed it in the update, but yeah, so you won't see me hiding in the life pod at night or anything. And one thing that's interesting about this game is there's terraforming. Sorry, I don't know what happened with my words there, but I can literally dig a hole in this sand here and just keep going. And it's pretty nifty. There's actually a terraforming gun that you get later, and it can help you burrow into deeper places. It can be pretty interesting. It's not 100% useful, but it's just fun to kind of make your own terraform places. And you can kind of terraform, like say for instance, like a hole, like an alcove in the sand, and put your base in there if you really feel the need to. I mean, I haven't experimented that much with it, but now see, I need this so I can build more advanced stuff. But I need a computer chip and a battery. Battery is pretty easy to come by. A computer chip, not so much. So copper ore. Now, copper ore is pretty easy to come by too if you know where to look. Now, quartz is all over the place, as you can probably tell. This stuff is useful, so I'm just going to take it, but I mean, I don't think I'm going to be hurting for it. I'm taking a lot of these acid mushrooms too because I'm going to need them for batteries. But I will try to find an example. You might have saw me earlier in the video bash that rock. That's where copper ore comes from. You don't necessarily need a tool to get it, but I think if I'm correct, doing it with a knife is like a one-hit thing, or it takes less hits to break the rock with a knife than it does with your fist. I'm not 100% sure on that, but that would be certainly convenient if that was the case, but it may not be, so don't quote me on that. Now,
emergency, 10 seconds of
now see, this is where the problem comes in, because I'm going to have to start swimming further away. And I forget what I need. I think I actually need the air sacs to make like a water container or something. Or bottled water. What did I... There's a way to make bottled water. I'll have to go check under the survival tab because it has been a while since I played this game. I'm not 100% sure how everything works anymore. I mean, before I had like an underwater, a rock and underwater base and a sea moth and everything. I had the terraforming gun, I had a pulse rifle, or that didn't sound good. Oh, nope, that's not good. I'm going to go in here so he doesn't eat me alive. Now, how do I make disinfected water? I just need bleach. Okay. Now, bleach is kind of hard to come across too, because I need salt and a coral chunk. Coral chunks are easy enough to come by. You just go up to one of these giant coral tubes and like this and hit it with a rock. Not too bad. Yeah, see there? There's my coral chunks, but I do need salt. Salt is essential for your survival. You need it for disinfected water, and you need it for food. You need it for certain components. I'm pretty sure you need it for certain components, like bleach,
10 seconds of
for example. Bleach is used in other things too besides just food, or water, I should say. Now, I'm pretty sure... Oh, there's a sea moth fragment. This will help me craft the sea moth, which is the submarine that you get. Oh, there's some salt. Yeah, it can sort of elude you, the salt, because they aren't the easiest thing to spot, but they're white cubes, so they kind of stick out. And there's another sea moth fragment. I'm not sure how many I need. I think I just need one. If I remember correctly.
Emergency. 10 seconds.
I'm not out of breath again. I should probably craft that second oxygen tank so I can... Oh, there we go. There's a rock that I can bash. Hopefully I get some copper out of this, but these are what those rocks look like right here. You just bash it and... Oh, yep, I got copper ore, but he's not happy with me. I guess that was his. Sorry, but it's mine now. I'm just gonna go back to my submarine and let you do your thing. And my life pod. Let you, pick on someone else, you bully.
Fiddy is a faggot left your channel and switched to AFK on spicy pepperinis.
Someone's joining my team speak and leaving. I know exactly who that is, too. Okay, but, what was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, bleach. Yep, salt deposit and coral. And fabricate up some bleach, and then we'll make some disinfected water. We're not... I suppose I probably should've... I probably needed food more than I needed water, but... You know what, we'll deal. Probably won't be too hard to find some more salt if I just keep looking. Actually, while I die of hunger, let me double check what I need to make the tank here. Thermometer, I don't really see how that would come in handy. Tank. I need glass, which is silicone and... I always forget where it is. I just passed it. Oh, there's glass right here. I have glass, okay. So yeah, let's make that tank, unless I needed... Nope, okay. So this tank will allow me to submerge underwater for longer. Before I think I got 30, now I have 75, so that's almost double the time. Not almost, that's more than double the time. So hopefully that comes in handy. Now these jewel discs are important because they come in handy when it comes to creating... my inventory's full. When it comes to creating like stuff like computer chips and stuff, you need them as like transistors and stuff. But you don't. It doesn't go that in depth. You don't craft transistors. But say like you need the jewel disc and silver. Silver also comes in those rocks that the copper ore comes in. It's just kind of, I don't want to say luck of the draw, but it is semi-random. Or they're predetermined. Now what was I was gonna make something. I guess I'll make this battery. I don't remember why I came back in here. Oh, my inventory's full. Now when it comes to inventory management, you do get this, which is a neat little storage space. Gives you a couple starting things. A diamond is in the game now. That's interesting. I did not know that. But yeah, we're just gonna put all these in there. Because I have... Oh, I have a stasis rifle fragment too. That's very, very handy. I think I can actually... The way you get new things, I believe... I'm not sure. I thought there used to be an analyzer in here. And that was really handy for building things.
Calorie deficiency detected.
But yeah, we're gonna die from hunger here, so I gotta find some salt. Hopefully that's not too big of an issue. I can stay underwater for longer, so hopefully I can find some real quick. There's the hole I dug. This game is still in early access, and I am running it on experimental high graphic settings, so you will probably be seeing some frame drops as I play. Shouldn't be that bad most of the time, though. Usually when you're like transitioning to a new area like I just did, it's sort of, the frames sort of kick out a bit, but... Oh, almost missed that too. Okay.
Warning, 30-second caution. Readings from the Aurora suggest erratic fluctuations in the primary dark matter containment field. A breach of the main drive chamber may cause a cascading quantum flux detonation.
Okay, so that's basically the warning that shit's about to go crazy. Not crazy, but, the dark matter core is gonna destabilize and blow up and cause a bunch of radiation around the ship. Now, my life pod is out of that radiation zone, but it will... I don't know if it actually spreads. I don't think there's like a... Come here, you little bastard. I need you to survive. Oh my god, I hate when they do this. They just keep running. There we go. But I don't think the radiation actually spreads over time or anything, but the... It is pretty substantial, though. If you get too close, it will kill you pretty quick. Hence why you can make the radiation suit. But let's see here. Let's make some... Let's make some cured fish here. Get some health back. Because I am in desperate need of food.
Vital signs stabilizing.
I think I'm going to actually keep searching for salt. Wow, there was some right here the whole time. Probably looked right at that too before. That's the worst part. So that's embarrassing, but what can you do? Trying to talk and play this game like I would normally is very difficult because I usually just play some carbon-based life forms in the background while I play this game. It actually suits this game rather well. And I just kind of, you know, drift away. Now, I said bigger fish tend to hurt you. That's kind of... They're kind of an exception. They're pretty docile unless you attack them first. If I remember correctly, they're actually more territorial and they'll get pissy if you get too close.
30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Yeah, see, they're getting kind of cranky that I swam underneath them, but it shouldn't be. They should be fine. I'm not doing anything to ruin their day or anything. I saw a rock I could break somewhere. Oh, there it is. Let's go chop that up real quick. Yeah, left click. Oh, that's titanium. I wasn't aware titanium could spawn there, but maybe it can now. Another sea moth fragment. Like I said, I'm pretty sure I only need one of those, but I still pick it up just because. Titanium is not really a necessity right now, I suppose. I'll save the inventory space. I think I'm actually gonna grab another peeper here so I can... No, not you. Those can be... You can use those fish too, but peepers are probably the most... one of the most valuable in terms of getting your food back up. Aside from the spadefish, which I believe does like gives you back like 40% or something, or maybe even like 60. I don't know, but they're way over there. They're in the deeper parts. I built a base way over there before, and I just had spadefish everywhere, so I was fine. But I do want to go back and get a peeper, so I can get a little bit more of a cushion when it comes to my calorie deficiency, as this game calls it. Come here. Come here. No, 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 no. Don't swim away. There's nowhere to go. Oops. Oh, great, I lost him. I do that a lot. My mouse sensitivity may be a little too low to follow them. I can't believe I actually lost him. There he is. Usually, I'm able to... I am getting a little close to the Aurora there, which is making me nervous. How did I lose him again? Oh, there he is. Come here. Usually, yeah, this is what I usually do, is I usually, like, force them into a tight spot. How did I not get him there? Come here. Oh my gosh. I saw the prompt, too, and I just wasn't clicking at the time. Come... Oh my gosh. Thank you. I've never had that much trouble catching... Okay, that'd be a lie. These things can be surprisingly difficult to catch sometimes. I don't know if it has something to do with it being in beta or what, and the mechanics of it are just kind of dodgy, but also this partially submerged water effect is kind of going crazy there. I never noticed that before. The water effects, though, in this game, I will say, are rather pleasing. They're not too over the top. They're not too like, oh my god, this is like the liquidiest water ever. And you know, it's a pretty good balance between cartoony and real, which is nice. I would say it's kind of like hydrophobia, but that'd be inaccurate because one, I haven't played the game, and two, I really just don't know because I haven't seen too much gameplay of it. All I do know is that the water effects in that game are pretty renowned for their time. Yeah, I'm gonna need more bleach here soon. Okay, I gotta get out some of my acid mushrooms here. So I can build a battery for whatever I happen to need it for. I know I need one. Beacon, a constructor is what I use to make vehicles. Titanium ingot. Okay. I've never seen lubricant before. What's that under, I wonder? Huh. I actually don't see that. Strange. But let's get some more equipment, I think. Yes, fins would probably be nice. What do I need for silicone? Oh, just some quartz. I might have enough to make those right now. Yep. Because faster swimming speed will help me catch those peepers. And they're just a better... they're just something to have in general. See, I'm not sure what that means. Like, reclaims moisture from body. I'm not entirely sure how I would find that useful, because there's really no, like... Huh. Unless that makes your thirst bar go down slower. That would be interesting. Flashlight. I don't think... was that there? That might have been there. I don't know. I do... what's this computer... what do I need for this computer chip? Silver ore. Okay. So I gotta go break some more rocks. Now I apologize, this is probably gonna start off slow because I have to sort of get my bearings again. Oh, is this your rock again? Wow, too bad. Oh, that's copper. Well then. But yeah, this is kind of gonna start off slow while I get my bearings again and have to reacclimate. Oh, there's salt. I was checking my phone there, so wasn't really paying attention. Hopefully I didn't miss much. I don't think I did. Quartz, can always use that. This sort of just becomes like a grind for resources, though. It sort of lets me just turn my brain off and forget anything that I was doing prior to this, which is nice. I kind of need that every once in a while, but...
Emergency.
Oh,
10
I'm
seconds
drowning
of
again.
oxygen remaining.
This could be bad. Oh no, I'm good. I am good. Okay. It could be bad if I don't get out of here before something vicious comes after me, but... there's another rock that I can break. Oh, it's copper again. I need silver. Now, I do know that salt is very common in this red grass here. So I'm going to... and it's very difficult to see, too, because it hides pretty well inside it. It's not usually very obvious. This is another sea moth terraformer fragment. I'll take that. Yeah, because they're just these little tiny... whoa, what are all those? Oh, jeez. Something's after me. Yep, yeah. Can't you leave me alone? I didn't mean to do anything. Oh, God, where's my... Oh, my life pod's over there. Well, let's get back there and, maybe we'll call that an episode and see what I think, if I'll upload it or not. I probably will. I don't know. I haven't done anything, like, of me myself yet. It's just been, like, killing floor videos with me and some buddies, but I haven't really been addressing, like, an audience. I've just been, like, playing with them and pretending like no one's watching. But, I mean, I really don't care, to be honest. I just think this is fun to do now that I have a decent setup. But yeah, I'm going to... What am I gonna do? I was gonna do something real quick. Small storage cube. No.
Warning, readings from the Aurora exhibit characteristics consistent with total degradation of the dark matter containment field. Spikes in quantum fluctuations suggest an uncontrolled cascade detonation will occur with a probability of 83.5%.
Well, let's make that titanium ingot while we can. Just so we have it. Copper wire, very necessary when it comes to electronics. Yeah, I'm gonna need that silver ore. Well, hopefully we'll have that by the next... We'll have that in the next episode, because I think I'm gonna call that an episode, because kind of slow, nothing too exciting, but just kind of want to see if I got a feel for this. And yeah, probably, hopefully, see you next time.